Hello, my friends. On the vast tropical coasts, coconut palms are a valuable resource, allowing farmers to harvest and process billions of fruits each year. Now, we will explore how they do this and what their main contribution to the global food industry is. Coconuts grow in various climate and soil conditions and are widely cultivated in more than 93 countries around the world, with the leading producers being Indonesia, the Philippines, and India, which account for over 75% of the world's total coconut production. Coconut production plays an important role in the economy and livelihoods of many tropical regions, providing income and employment opportunities for farmers. According to data from the FAO, the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, global coconut production is estimated at 61 million tons. Additionally, coconut products are widely consumed and exported globally, promoting international trade and culinary diversity. Coconuts are propagated through seedlings and grown from selected seeds. Typically, 9 to 12-month-old seedlings are used for planting. Coconut growers say that seedlings can be planted at the beginning of the southwest monsoon or at least a month before the monsoon starts so that the seedlings can establish well before being exposed to heavy rains. The planting process is quite simple. After digging the soil, the farmer fills the hole with soil and organic fertilizer to a depth of 50 to 60 centimeters, then makes a small hole inside to accommodate the seedling. Finally, farmers compact the soil to prevent water stagnation so the tree's roots can fully develop. Coconut growers avoid shallow soils with hard rocks underneath, low areas prone to waterlogging, and clay soils. Coconut palms can be grown at altitudes up to 700 m above sea level and require evenly distributed rainfall of 1,500 to 3,000 millimeters for proper growth and high yields. The planting area should also maintain an annual temperature of 27 degrees Celsius for optimal coconut development and maximum yield. After planting, seedlings are shaded and watered thoroughly during the summer months. At the same time, farmers also set up stakes to prevent the wind from uprooting the seedlings. During the first 2 years after planting, seedlings are watered twice a week during the dry summer months to ensure good plant growth and higher fruiting rates. After bee pollination efforts, each large coconut flower can produce about 6 to 10 young fruits. Regular fertilization from the first year of planting is necessary to achieve higher yields annually. Filipino farmers generally apply 44 to 110 pounds of organic fertilizer to each coconut tree at the beginning of the southwest monsoon. A mature coconut tree typically needs 600 to 800 liters of water every 4 to 7 days, irrigating an area with a radius of 5.9 feet and a depth of 3.9 to 7.8 inches. In irrigated coconut groves, any interruption in watering will lead to a severe decline in coconut production and the tree's overall health. Therefore, farmers often use irrigation systems to ensure a continuous water supply, with drip irrigation being the most suitable method for coconuts as it saves water, labor, and energy. In the initial period of 6 to 8 years, farmers can use the coconut grove space to grow crops such as bananas, peanuts, or other vegetables and legumes during the harvest season. The coconut tree is a perennial that produces year-round, however, productivity can vary from season to season. Almost every month, a coconut tree can produce a bunch of coconuts. Each year, farmers can harvest about 14 bunches of coconuts per tree for tall varieties and 16 bunches for dwarf varieties. Typically, coconuts are harvested at the tender stage to facilitate the extraction of coconut water. In Indonesia, coconut trees are well cared for, producing fruit regularly, allowing farmers to harvest once a month, which helps them improve their livelihood. Economy and boosting the domestic coconut market. On average, a coconut tree can produce for up to 60 years, with its economic lifespan being around 60 to 65 years. There are many different coconut harvesting methods across countries, and sometimes even between provinces within the same country. However, the two most popular coconut harvesting methods involve using a pole or climbing the tree. Long hooks with sickles attached to the top of bamboo poles are used, with farmers pointing these poles to the top of the coconut tree. Once they reach the ripe coconut cluster, they use traction to cut it from the tree. This method allows farmers to harvest more coconuts and cover a larger number of trees. In some coconut plantations, ditches are dug between rows of coconuts so that the coconuts fall into the water, reducing impact during harvesting. The harvester will try to calculate the force and direction of the pole. Coconuts that fall into the water also help farmers control quantity and transport them more easily. Here, he's using a rope to tie up the coconut clusters. This trick allows him to drag a large amount of coconuts and move smoothly underwater, something he couldn't do alone if he were on land without any climbing equipment. To assist, the farmer must climb the coconut tree with his own skill and endurance. For easier climbing, some coconut trees have grooves cut into the sides. He wrapped a layer of cloth under his saws for grip and climbed slowly to the top of the tree. Both methods are dangerous, but most skilled harvesters use traditional manual harvesting instead of mechanical means, as this helps reduce damage to the coconut trees and surrounding vegetation while also supporting jobs for local workers. Indonesians often say that the coconut tree is useful every day of the year. In fact, from the root to the top of the coconut tree, all parts of the coconut tree are useful to people in one way or another, with coconut meat and water being two edible parts and essential ingredients in many coconut-based food products. Coconut water can be harvested from young and mature coconuts. However, consumers are increasingly preferring high-quality coconut water, so producers tend to harvest mature coconuts. Moreover, allowing young coconuts to continue growing ensures a continuous coconut supply and helps maintain the ecosystem balance. Coconut is one of Thailand's most important crops, with 90.6 tons exported to its top three markets, the United States, Hong Kong, and Germany. Among these, revenue from coconut water production stands out. Farmers make cuts to allow the coconut water to drain, followed by a filtration process to remove any dirt or dry fibers from the mature coconut shell. After filtration, the coconut water is rapidly cooled to slow down any decomposition reactions. It is then sent for defatting, pasteurization, and aseptic packaging. Unlike coconut water, coconut oil production requires dried coconuts. After harvesting, farmers manually peel the coconuts using spear-like tools, taking just about 5 seconds to completely remove the coconut husk. The coconut is then split open to reveal the white pulp, which is dried in the sun or in a mechanical dryer to form copra. Drying is necessary to reduce moisture, making it suitable for storage and transportation. The copra is then packed and sent to copra crushing factories for further processing. Once the copra arrives at factory, it is first sorted to remove impurities and contaminants, ensuring that the oils and byproducts produced are of the highest quality. At the same time, the copra is tested for moisture to prevent mold or bacterial buildup. The copra is then crushed with a mechanical grinder at the factory, a process that makes oil extraction easier in the next step. The oil is extracted by the extrusion method, which involves using an extruder or screw press to extract oil from the crushed coconut pulp. The coconut pulp is placed in a press, and pressure is applied to squeeze out the oil. The extracted oil is then collected and quickly sent to the packaging and storage stages. Say goodbye to the coconut oil factory, let's visit the coconut fiber production facilities. This natural fiber is extracted from the outer shell of the coconut. Farmers are familiar with two types of coconut fiber, brown and white fiber. Brown fiber, extracted from mature coconuts, is strong and highly resistant to abrasion. White fiber, extracted from young coconuts, is finer but also weaker. After being treated with a diluted sulfuric acid solution, which improves color and creates a certain shine, coconut fiber is used in products like ropes, sacks, and mats. Fiber separation equipment, often used by business residences, can process coconut shells after just a few days of soaking in a water tank. The coconut husk is put into a crusher to loosen the fibers using rotating barrels, after which the long, thick fibers are separated, washed, dried, and combed. Coconut fiber spinning is a traditional industry in India. Fiber is produced by spinning a wheel, and the hand-spun thread is soft, with uniform twist and thickness. Farmers continue feeding coconut fiber into a machine that compresses it into blocks for easy storage and transport. India ranks third globally in coconut area and production. The four southern states of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh are India's main coconut-producing states, accounting for more than 90% of the country's coconut area and production. Millions of families, especially artisans in India, rely on coconuts for their livelihoods. With the skill of trained workers, rough coconut fibers are shaped into a small, convenient pot. This product, of course, can also contribute economically, helping communities expand coconut-based craft industries. Even the peat-like part of coconut fiber and the grinding process residues can generate economic profits. It is used as mulch, soil treatment, and hydroponic growing medium. Here, farmers cover their fields with it, seeing it as an organic fertilizer layer for cultivation. Behind every coconut lies a journey of effort and patience, from caring for the plant to the harvesting and processing stages. Farmers have transformed seemingly ordinary coconuts into a diverse range of economic products. This is not just about coconut, it's also a story of passion for agriculture and the land.